welcome and welcome back. This is Tijuana's Light. Okay, so today's video, motivational video, will be on the topic. And as you can see, the topic of this video is going to be something along the lines of your life isn't meaningless, but you have to work hard for it. Or you have to work hard. That is exactly what it is. There's always going to be many different aspects of life. For example, these are different aspects, spirituality, physical, financial, emotional, societal, intellectual, career, occupational, community, natural environment, personal, recreation, household, social well-being, money, family, health, mental, relationships, friendships. I believe that's all, but if I'm missing any, those are the different aspects of life. So for you to be like, oh, my life is meaningless, what aspect of your life is meaningless? How could you fix that? See, I don't know if I made up this quote, but for me, one thing that I always say, which I know the first part of the quote, I didn't make it up, but this is how I phrased it. And that quote is, "It is what it is. When you accept the situation for what it is, you can then find the solution." Tijuana. So let's say that over again. It is what it is. When you accept the situation for what it is, you can then find a solution. So what aspect or aspects of your life do you think are meaningless? How are we going to fix that? You can do that many different ways. You can create goals, which then you make sure you build systems to make sure you're going to achieve those goals. Or you can do something else I like to do, which is called SMART goals. Okay, so you can do something called SMART goals, which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. So for example, if you're like, oh, I want to be a nurse, or oh, I want to finish college, you could be like, okay, I will finish college with a nursing degree, right? With a bachelor's of science in nursing, right? So, for example, you'd then be like you were specific on what the goal was. A bachelor's of science in nursing degree. Measurable. That takes 4 years time to do so. Achievable. Can you achieve the goal? Absolutely. Relevant. It aligns with you long term, and that's something that you would know that you would like to do, and that'll fit you. Time based, 4 years. So to be specific, so the SMART goal would be, if you all put it all together, it would be, I would like to have my bachelor's of science in nursing, that's specific, in 4 years, which the bachelor's degree normally takes 4 years, and I can achieve this. Why? Because I know I could study, I know I can break down the material. That doesn't mean it's not going to be challenging, but it's achievable. Versus you saying, oh, I want to be a nurse in like 6 months. Where they do that at? The quickest you could be a nurse is in 1.5 years, 12 months, for sure not 6 months. So we unless you say like a nursing assistant, that's different. But a nurse, whether that's an LPN or RN, that you can't do that in 6 months. Relevant, it is something that it aligns with your values, your morals. You like to take care of people. You like to you like to take care of people. You like to help others. You like to be sympathetic. You like to be empathetic. You just overall, you could be a people person, or you can deal with people, and customer service is like a part of your expertise, or you know how to handle people in tough situations. Time based, it's in 4 years. So that's an example of a SMART goal. So in terms of how the first option, where I was saying you can build systems, that just means you find a way to do that goal. So let's say your goal is, again, to finish college with a bachelor's of science in nursing, right? So how you're gonna do that is, one, you're gonna line out and map out how is it that you're going to get there. So it's gonna be, I'm going to be studying, for example, for 2 hours a day. Then I'm gonna make sure, in order for you to study, you have to be disciplined. So you have to manage your time well. You have to put aside time to study. You need, if you don't really like studying, you gotta find ways to not force yourself to study, but actually be disciplined and be productive in order to do that task done. So in order for you to even reach the goal, you have to create plans, which that's what you're gonna call the plans on how you're gonna get the goal done. That's the systems part of it. So yeah, and if you want the definition of systems, some will say build systems, not goals, but honestly, you gotta find what works for you. I like the SMART goals better. So when you focus on systems, you let go of goals. So you're gonna consider the area that you would like to develop, and you're gonna focus on a realistic daily practice that will increase your expertise, that will impact it. So for example, if you want to write a novel, focus on reading or writing something every day. And for example, another example, if you'd like to lose weight, you're going to focus on eating healthily. So it's the daily practices that you would like to do that's going to ensure that you're going to actually achieve the goal, right? So yeah, I actually would like a mixture of both SMART goals and creating systems, and not goals, but at the same time, I mean, if it's attainable, you got to get up every day. And so now that we have figured out the solution of how we are going to make our life meaningful, right? Get up and do it. I know, guys, there's different types of procrastinators, and we're all human. Procrastination does happen to all of us. But your life is meaningful, and you just have to make the aspects of your life that you don't think make your entire life meaningful. You have to work on those aspects of life, whether it's your spirituality, it's your career, it's financially, it's emotionally, it's mentally, your mental health, whatever. It's your health, it's your family, your friends, like your relationships. Like, how can you work on it? As I said, it is what it is. When you accept it for what it is, you're gonna find a way to then find a solution to fix it. But first, you have to accept that it is what it is. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to help you. And even if you believe in God, which I do, I'm Christian, and even if you do believe in God, God don't help those who don't help themselves. So that aspect of it too, where we have to take accountability for our actions. And I'll end off with this quote, and this quote is, if you really want it bad enough, you'll find a way. Seriously, you'd either find an excuse or find a way. But if you really want it bad enough, you find a way. And I'm not saying a way in which it will go against your morals, values, your character, and your beliefs. I'm talking about, okay, like, I'll find a way to go to school. I'm not talking about doing anything bad that goes against what you would not want to do, and something that'll make you get you in trouble. In a way that, what I'm referring to is, okay, I'll find a way. I need to work on my discipline. Let's get up and work on. I'll find a way to work on my discipline. And when I find a way to work on my discipline, I'm getting up every day. I'm being productive. I'm showing up for myself. Then I can start applying. Get scholarships, finding schools, taking the exams, passing the T's or HESI. So your life isn't meaningful. No one's coming to save you. Please save yourself and love yourself. You're here for a reason. I want you here on earth. Everyone wants you here on earth. I absolutely want you to be here on earth. I'm rooting for you, and you could do this, because we all could do this. Are you with me? Yes, you are. We can do this. Your life is meaningful, but you have to work hard. You have to work hard for it. Anything in life that you want and it's worth a lot, you're gonna have to work hard for it, even including having a meaningful life. I mean, just sitting down and just like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. That does not work. You want it to be meaningful, you gotta put that work in. No, don't just talk about it. You gotta be about it, and you gotta do it. Put that work in. And yes, your life is meaningful. Thank you so much for watching. That was another episode on Tijuana's Light. Hope you guys tune in for another chapter. Well, another series. And let me know if I should make a series called Your Life Isn't Meaningless. Yeah, just like a whole little, that could be like a playlist like dedicated to that, but I'll make other videos. But that's like a playlist of, hey, we are gonna revisit this topic. We could go over some stories, some chapters, things like that. I plan to make this big, like to go live and things like that. Maybe make it a call-in show, things like that. I plan to do things like that, but we're starting out. This initially was lifestyle channel, but I have another channel, which is my lifestyle channel, which that is Tijuana's TV. All these channels will be linked below in the description box, and they'll be on my home page of this channel, and I'll post them on my community tab. All these channels will be there. So it's my lifestyle channel, which is Tijuana's TV. This is my motivational channel, which is Tijuana's Light, and my reaction or entertainment channel, that's Tijuana 2.0. I also have another channel which is like in the future, but we ain't talking about that right now. But so this is gonna be motivational. I think the name Tijuana's Light, bright, positivity, sunshine, shine your light, oh so bright, that's very much positive. So this is the perfect channel to just revamp. Last time I posted, it was like 2 years ago on this Tijuana's Light. So this is just a new way of turning it around and putting it to good use. Okay guys, so remember, your life is meaningless and no one's coming to save you. You have to get up and save yourself, okay? And even God don't help those who don't help themselves. You really want it bad enough, you find a way or you find an excuse. I want it bad enough. I want my life to be amazing and great. That's not to say you're not going to go through bad things in life, but you got to put the work in every aspect. You want good friendships, you have to be a good person. You got to know how to treat people. You want good health, you got to eat properly, you got to eat healthy, you got to take care of your body, you got to exercise. You want a good spiritual relationship with God or whatever or whoever you believe in, you got to put the time and you got to put the work in. You got to make sure your spirit and your soul are in contact or in one, right? So anything worth having that is good, that is great, that's amazing, you got to put that work in, including having a meaningful life. Okay guys, thank you so much. See you on the next one. And it was Tijuana's Light. She was here, now she's not. I'm now signing off. Goodbye.